OFFRIP podcast. Getting to the point. We got Demi at Demon Season.
Kamari at Kamari Beats.
Got Danny at Danny's Not Available.
Alright, we're here today to talk about some airs, man. And so before we get into that, I just want to actually enlighten you on some artists from each area, because I don't know what y'all listen to at all. So if you want to start off with the Midwest for us.
Alright, so let me talking artists from each region, Midwest. I'd say, this is like what we're considering Midwest, because honestly, I looked at the map. Well, I thought the Midwest was not. But I'm just gonna consider like Michigan artists, Chicago artists, like everyone in the middle that's on East Coast, South. So I'm gonna say artists like J Dilla, artists like Sada Baby, Rio the Young OG, Free Rio. I'm saying Kanye, Common, Chief Keef, King Von, rest in peace. That's just some examples of Midwest that we'll be talking about.
We got a demon.
Yeah. So what's some artists from the East Coast?
East Coast, well, you know what I'm saying? We got the Fugees, you know what I'm saying? Or Lauryn Hill and the Fugees, because someone probably don't know that. And then let's go Pop Smoke for some drill. What else I need? I need something else. What? I'll go like. Where is Thundercat from? I think he's from.
I actually don't know.
I'm pretty sure he's like from like DC, something weird. I'm gonna go Will Smith. Alright, I'm gonna go Will Smith.
And the East Coast.
We'll go Meek Mill. And then I'll go one more. What the fuck? You said Big Daddy King earlier? No, I'm gonna go. Let's go Biggie. Let's go Biggie.
Alright.
And you know, the West Coast, you got motherfucking Tupac, Dre, Anderson .Paak,
Okay.
Vince Staples,
We got Tupac.
The Game.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Tupac.
We got Tupac to the same list.
Yeah, Tupac. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's pretty much. Sugar Free, DJ.
Sugar Free, can't forget about
Okay.
Sugar.
Okay, that was good.
Pretty much
That was
those,
good.
like, you know.
Alright, yeah. And then we got lastly the South. The South, this one,
The best.
my personal favorite, the South. I don't know, it's just a lot to.
No, I lied.
This is my personal favorite. Is because we're talking. That's from like Texas to the Carolinas to Florida. Florida, I know, is its own beast, but we're just gonna put it as the South. So we're talking artists like Outkast, Gucci Mane, Jeezy, DJ Screw. I'm saying for like some more modern examples, we talk
Maxwell.
we're talking Maxwell Cream, The Baby. Fuck it, J. Cole's from like one of the Carolinas. I don't know, but a couple heavy hitters in the South. And I gotta mention, just for our Florida people, we got Kodak Black. And we got Tom G. We got Trick Daddy. Like we got a few like big artists that I'm putting a name out for. The South is South. You could go fuck it, Pitbull, Mr. 305.
So out of all the regions that we brought up, like what would you say, let's say for like the 80s, you know what I'm saying? What region really like ran the 80s?
I ain't gonna be honest, bro. The 80s for me, man, I was like, I don't even know, like, honestly, it's like, that's kind of hard. Undeniably, I feel like you just have to say the East because it was born there.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why I'm gonna say it, bro. Because
Yeah.
it's like, it's born there, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, other people are doing their shit, don't get me wrong, but it's like, if it's born there, y'all automatically.
Honestly, I feel like it wasn't even hitting in like California like that hard to the rest of the world yet either.
Yeah.
Like I'm sure they're probably rapping, but like there was no like as far as like 80s artists, like NW was late 80s. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like while people were like they're still like break boys doing their thing, like people are really running shit. In New York, like Big Daddy Kane and all them.
Yeah, undeniably,
like,
bro. Yeah, it's like
Still have people doing stuff. It's just like the East Coast was him. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
it was like the place to
You
be
know,
type shit.
Like, bro, the beatboxers, the fucking,
Yeah.
bro. Actually,
That's
yeah,
like all. That's like
Slick Rick,
hip hop.
and,
Like,
like,
we just miss
DJing
artists.
fucking
in
KR,
general.
bro.
Just
Yeah,
DJing in
Yeah.
general. That's what
Yeah.
you know really.
no, they got it, dog. They got
Exactly,
it.
yeah, exactly. Like they had all 5 elements of hip hop still, type of
Yeah.
shit. You know what I mean? Like that was that era. That's that fucking tagging. DJing, breakdancing.
So if you actually want to have a legitimate conversation, the 90s, there we go. Like, now we can actually have a debate, you know what I'm saying?
The 90s is different.
That's a debate.
I mean, that's what, yeah, it's a debate, because it's like,
That's
it's going to
a
be
debate.
West versus East.
There was heavy hitters on both sides.
80s, that's a wash, you know what I'm saying? But 90s, we can actually have a debate.
You got like Snoop Dogg, Death Row, like I'm talking Tupac, obviously, for just like big names coming out of the West Coast all at the same time. It's like Eazy-E, yeah, they're still popping.
So
Ice Cube still doing this thing.
So what do you think? Who you think did better though? Like we can't.
East
just,
Coast, no,
we
East
can't
Coast.
be both boosting both sides. Like who you think did better, bro?
In the 90s, I would say.
Still East. I would say East still.
Yeah, I don't know, because it's like.
We might be biased from where we're at, but the 90s had Wu-Tang, bro. Wu-Tang, like, they ran hip-hop for, like, a good minute, you know what I mean? Like, it was non-dudes, all different labels, and their group was in one, you know what I mean? They had clothing, they had fucking, like, features in movies and shit like that. Like, I mean, that's just talking Wu-Tang, but I just mean, like, that's, like, one group that ran all that.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, you got Mobb Deep, you got Biggie, everything that Diddy's doing with Bad Boy, like, all that shit is, like, I don't know, bro. It's hard to put up against, like...
Snoop, Dre,
I feel like we're definitely missing like big artists from the West Coast. Fucking E40. That's a little earlier.
Too Short. I mean, like you said, that was earlier.
Yeah, Too Short. E40 was a little earlier.
What is Cypress Hill?
Cypress Hill's 90s. But I feel like they went into 2000s. I could be tripping. We're not experts, but...
Yeah, like we said, I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not the most well versed in West Coast music like that.
Yeah.
But
So what about like the early 2000s? You know what I'm saying?
So we're deciding like the 90s, like East.
Yeah, for us, obviously,
I mean,
we're just gonna give it an East.
We're gonna give it to
for
East.
us.
Yeah.
Definitely for us.
I would understand if somebody flipped either side.
Yeah, like it's like there's an argument for the West, 1000%.
Because it's like, bro, if you want to, like, I feel like it's like the debate, like East Coast, like it's like somewhat like Biggie versus Tupac. Like I was talking with somebody the other day, like, bro, if you want like a feel good story, like a good movie to watch, you're probably gonna listen to Biggie, bro. But if you're trying to watch something that's gonna shake you to the core, that's emotional, that's gonna make you think, that's thought provoking, you fuck with Tupac.
Yeah.
It's just literally a preference thing. It's not like one's better than the other.
Shit, yeah, and they all had their shit. Fucking, we're forgetting about Digital Underground. Digital Underground was like a big thing coming out of like the 90s, like on like the West Coast, cause it's like you had like the real political shit like Tupac was doing, / like his like thugging thing. Then you had like the complete layback vibe as well with Digital Underground. So there's a big argument on either side. You know what I'm saying? But shit, so you were saying 2000s, right?
Yeah.
So 2000s, bro, it changes. It changes. Because the beginning is definitely East Coast, right? Because it's Jay-Z, it's 50 Cent, fucking Kanye, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Midwest started, like Chicago's starting to peak out a little bit.
It definitely does go south at a point.
1000%.
Because T.I., Gucci Mane, Jeezy, fucking...
I'm gonna be real, the last...
Beethoven, fucking all... Bro.
I'm gonna be real, the last thing New York had in the 2000s, aside from Jay-Z, was Dipset. And that's... You know what I mean? Like, that was...
What? I mean, 50 though.
That's true, that's
50,
true.
bro.
No,
yeah, we can't
count out 50, bro. I can't.
Wait, G-Unit. Am I tripping, bro?
That's all 50 related, regardless.
Like, you know what I'm saying? But
it's, you gotta get
G-Unit, bro. Don't do Lloyd Banks.
Nah, you're right. No, Lloyd Banks is hard.
Old heads just upset.
Yeah, they don't fuck with you, Danny.
Listen. I'm just saying, I have a big preference for the South when it came to like the 2000s.
Yeah,
Triple Six Mafia was doing their thing.
Yeah, so I think it moves though. Outkast, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It moves.
Outkast was crazy. I mean,
sure.
Outkast was popping their shit in the 90s, but the 2000s they really made just like a household name type shit. Cause that's Stankonia shit. Like that's Aquemini is 99, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
And then it goes into like the Stankonia type era of just like they're really just comfortable in this shit.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Yeah, for me, yeah. So I think it's East then South, literally.
I said South for the 2000s, 1000%.
Yeah, I say South.
Definitely 1000%.
I wouldn't say all the way though.
I can't can't say all the way, bro, because fucking Jay was going crazy.
Cash Money, bro. Cash Money. We're forgetting about Lil Wayne, bro. We're forgetting about Birdman, like all Master P and all that. Juvenile.
Yeah, Juvenile.
Uh-huh.
Damn.
That's what I'm saying.
Louisiana.
It's like South.
Then you got Texas. The South is just too big, bro. Because you got
2010s.
2010s. It's hard. I feel like it splits. It starts to really split between like Atlanta or like just South type stuff and like Chicago. Because 2010s, I feel like it's drill started to make a scene type of thing. Like 2012 is when Chief Keef came in. I feel right. That was 2012.
No, 2012 is Chief Keef.
I was about to say, yeah, 2012 is Chief Keef. 2012 to 14 was truly
Lil Wayne was God at this point.
That's true.
So Lil Wayne is God.
As I'm saying, the South and the Midwest got like a good even split. Detroit hadn't really started getting its love yet.
I feel like Detroit got its love late.
What is
really late? Like to still 2010s though. Low key, I'd say like the late 2010s. Like
like very late.
like people are just now getting into the Detroit.
Well, Kendrick drops in 2012. Good Kid.
That's true, but it wasn't necessarily like it was like a West Coast like album. It's not like the West Coast was popping a lot during that era. That was just Kendrick.
I mean, like
I'm trying to think. I feel like
what would you say is like popping? Because you had a lot of like just with the Kendrick thing, like TDE was releasing a lot of its like almost classic albums in that sense in the early 2010s. That's kind of popping right there because they all did numbers.
That's true. Yeah. I don't know. 2010s is weird because then it's like 2015 and on, like you were saying.
That's just streaming era. We'll just
separate
streaming era.
No, yeah, because in 2015 and on, like the internet ran shit. Like it's like it was. That's when SoundCloud hit the game and it was all like you get your Lil Pumps, your Smoke Perps and shit like that, and you get more of like the entertainment rappers.
No, literally, bro. Fucking Academics and Adam just talked about this. The clout era, basically.
Oh, the clout era.
The clout era. That shit's dead.
Yeah, it's gone.
That shit's dead, bro.
I mean, you see all the artists from that era.
That shit's dead.
It's
either they're not successful or they're just different people.
Yeah, like they completely
Entitled,
changed their
like,
image
actually
type of shit because they had to. Yeah.
Yachty, that's a different person. Uzi, that's a different person.
Yeah, you forget that they're like from that era too. Honestly.
21, that's a different person.
I wouldn't say 21 is part of that era though, because 21 Savage was popping when like 2016, like No Flock and Kodak era. Like
I mean, but they were still all like I don't.
Or 2015, I mean.
They're still kind of. I feel like they're lumped into that because they were still in the double XL. They still lumped into that. They still boomed out.
No, but I feel like that double XL was right before. Like,
Nav is lumped into that.
Like, no, but like that double.
But Nav is like was making music before that shit, bro.
But that double XL though, I'm saying was like right before the cloud era started. I feel like because everyone in that double XL were like they came up naturally. Like yeah, Yachty was looped in with like the SoundCloud shit, but it was like Uzi, Yachty, Kodak Black, 21 Savage.
All of them were popping on SoundCloud though.
That's true.
All of them were popping.
But like the one, like the only like internet personality, like we're saying, like fucking Lil Pumps and shit like that was probably Denzel out of that whole group. You know what I mean? Like, but the rest were just kind of like honest, like got signed to labels type artists. Like I would not put Kodak in that. You know what I mean? Like that SoundCloud era type.
I'm not saying like he's a SoundCloud nigga. I'm just saying that's his peers. It's just his peers. That's all it is. Like,
but then like the actual clout artists, or not clout artists, but I just mean like where like I feel like that era started really is like 6ix9ine and shit like that came to town. And
no. That's not what happened. It was happening like because you had Lil Pump, Icy Narco, all these weird niggas, right?
Yeah.
6ix9ine saw it happening and said, "I'm gonna exasperate this
to
the fullest." So. And then, bro, like half of this, I'm not even gonna lie, I kind of just recycled for them because it makes sense from Academics and them. Since he exaggerated so much, and then as soon as he got locked up, it's like, well, he was the peak. He saw the tattoos, he saw the colorful dreads, he saw the fake, all this. He said, oh, I'm just gonna exaggerate it by 1,000. We got him, he leaves. Now we're like, well, no one's gonna do it like 6ix9ine. Now we don't care about that shit no more. You know what I'm saying?
So he was the death to that shit, is what you're saying.
Yeah, no, he
I
really
see that.
was, because
No,
he
1000%.
exaggerated to the fullest.
Yeah, he like ruined that. I see that. Okay, then what would you say is like the start? Because I feel like there was like a real honest start to that SoundCloud era. Because you had like Raider Clan and all that, and like all that coming out, like the Memphis sort of the SoundCloud stuff.
I personally believe in, at least for me, I think like Pump was like kind of like that forefronter, bro. Because he was like the first nigga kind of just like with Supreme Patty and all that shit, just like generally doing like
Boom Gang,
like doing retarded shit though.
Jungle Bomb.
Even niggas like Boot Gang, like that shit, just like that era, everyone was just doing like crazy shit. You remember that bitch? She like licked. What was it? She was like licking food and like putting it. She like licked all the ice cream.
The ice cream.
Like that was all in that time. She licked all the ice creams and put it back. Like bitches were really trying to get clout. Like that's what
like
it
off
was.
of anything.
So it's like, and then you got Lil Pump screaming, fucking bitches sucking his toes, like all this crazy shit.
Yeah.
So I feel like, honestly, like those niggas, like really, you can even say X and Ski. You remember that one video?
They were
fucking,
1000% SoundCloud.
You know what I'm saying? X and Ski, they were fucking crazy too, bro.
But
like,
they were like the ones that broke, like one of the few that like broke out of the SoundCloud shit.
bro, there's a video I literally remember, like, I think it's Ski, I forgot who it is, but there's like a naked bitch just walks behind the screen. Basically, you're just like, what the fuck is going on, bro?
Yeah.
It's like random as fuck.
There's random
But
shit.
it's like, yeah, that's just what it was, like type shit.
That was like the whole attitude at the time.
Yeah,
too,
so that's what I'm saying.
But it was like pretty loaded, honestly, that whole SoundCloud, because that like brings everything up to like 2020s now, like artists like Yeet and shit like that. Like that is a new era of mumble rap. Like we were talking about this the other night type shit. Like there was mumble rap where it was people mumbling on beats that were to be rapped on. Now they made beats for mumble rap, bro, and it's Yeet.
Well, like I feel like,
monkey.
and I'm not even gonna say this in like in a disparaging way. Like Cardi, of course, because like everyone calls Yeet a Cardi clone, but what Cardi kind of just like I kind of like
He did make a
what
new
he
sound.
made kind of mainstream is like making music for a genuine like aesthetic, and like your voice is actually like genuinely like, because I feel like since he makes rage music, so he like doesn't look from the perspective like I'm gonna drop this
Bars,
or like
nah,
I'm gonna be like his self-titled project, like I'm just gonna rap some shit. Like he doesn't look at it as that. Like he's looking for a vibe, an aesthetic, like a whole. Like,
he's using the voice like an instrument.
Like yeah, it's like
beat
an
type
instrument.
shit.
It's not like rapping at that point. It's generally like a texture. I feel like.
Yeah, because it's not even
like
technical. It's not singing either. No, that's really,
You know what I'm
that's
saying?
a good way to look at that for sure.
But Yeet, like this ain't even hate, cause I be in the talking too. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know what that means. I'm not gonna lie. Motherfucking, some of your songs you really should like. I don't know, like clear your throat, but
True that. No, sometimes he's a little like.
clear your throat, bro.
You take hers.
No, it's the scissor. It's all that serious. You gotta clear your throat every now and then, bro. Like drink some water,
Bro, just do a detox, bro.
Nah, I mean he's a grown man. Do what you want, but
Bro, like,
just sip some water in between.
Get your
Stay
shit right,
hydrated.
bro. Get your shit right, my nigga.
But shit, I don't know. Like just that whole SoundCloud era, I feel like we could honestly have a whole episode based on that. Just breaking down like the Lil Peeps to like the Raider Clans to like Lil Ugly Mane to X to like, you know what I mean, like all these artists from like as early as like 2012 to like 2020s. You know what I mean?
I need a Kendrick episode, man.
I mean, we got a lot of episodes coming up. Listen.
Miss them around the big steppers. You know what I'm saying? What's your favorite track?
I'm saying.
Alrighty, the quick hitters. You know we gotta wrap up the episode. So what are our episodes of the week, guys?
Albums for the week.
Albums of the week.
Albums of the week.
Mine, I would say, is gonna be Stashboxxx by DJ Harrison. It's like a 2014 album.
Okay.
He's from like Richmond, Virginia. So, you know
So
what I'm
that's
saying?
East Coast, repping East
Yeah,
Coast.
it's like in the middle. You know what I'm saying? It's like East Coast.
Yo, what is Virginia niggas rap?
What do you mean?
It's very it's like mid-Atlantic.
I don't know. Y'all gotta tell me what y'all rap.
I mean, like Pharrell's from Virginia.
Oh. Okay.
Like,
Nah, then I see it. Then that
but
kind
he's
of
from
does make
Virginia
sense.
Beach. That's like not Southern Virginia. Then there's like, I don't know, like who else comes from Virginia? I'm trying to think. I mean, there's Lil Ugly Mane, Divine Council. But those are two very little artists, very small artists. But they're like Southern-ish. Nah.
So what's your album of the week?
Yeah, my album of the week. Anyways, shout out Virginia, regardless. Great music coming out of Virginia.
DJ Harrison.
Shout out DJ Harrison, for real. My album of the week, what is that on? Oh, 90s Memphis album, or like a tape, called Dreamworld by Blackout. He's a producer. And he had, I think the verses, he has like a couple different artists rapping on it, but the main artists are just artists from Playa Posse. It's another just like Memphis group. I don't know, the production was super crazy ahead of its time, especially like just putting on for the South. Like it was released the same year as like Ready to Die, and it sounds like 10 years ahead of it type shit. So putting on for the South with my album of the week. Let's hear it, does it?
Alright, I'm going with J Dilla, I'm going with Donuts.
Okay.
You know, 2000s, 2006 to be exact, you know what I'm saying? I just chose it in general because it's just, I've been like learning how to sample, I've been DJing more, so that album in general is like actual like, bro, that shit is like, what's it called? It's like it's like a textbook.
Yeah.
I'm like studying that shit, bro. It's
Yeah.
crazy, bro. Like the person who inspired Kanye, who thus inspired me, you know what I'm saying? So it's always cool to see what the person who inspired you to inspire them, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and I learned about his story. It's just crazy, bro. It's crazy that he died so young, but.
And he was making that album like knowing he was gonna die.
Yeah, so
like that was his like goodbye. Like he put everything in it.
Yeah, and you can hear it in the album. But the main reason I think I chose is just because it's like his like just his, you know, his goodbye, his posthumous album. I forgot how you pronounce that word.
I don't know
but
that
you know
word
what I'm
either.
saying.
Yeah.
It just means it came out after.
Yeah.
That's what it means. But yeah, it's a beautiful album. You can listen both ways because he actually puts it in backwards. Like the actual transfer looking is backwards.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
So like he produced it.
You can see by the names. It literally goes from bi to high at the end.
Oh, that makes sense. I just never really thought of it like that.
Mhm.
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. It's just
That was just some Dilla thing.
it's just beautiful.
That was
It's literally beautiful.
crazy.
But yeah, that's my album, man.
Alright.
Oh, he's from Detroit, by the way, too.
Yeah, so repping what we call Midwest, I guess.
All your J Dilla, all your Common, all that shit. That's all my boy right there. All J Dilla.
Yeah, that's crazy to think
Slum
about.
Village.
Slum Village.
Bro, we didn't bring that
underrated.
up.
No, there was a lot of artists we didn't bring up, but we got a lot of episodes coming forward.
Yeah,
A
we
lot
got a lot.
A lot we missed, bro. Like we're talking, like we missed a lot of Louisiana. Like we brought up Wayne once, but like you know what I mean. Yeah, like there's
He's gonna
a
get
lot
his
of,
own episode.
like we're talking about the internet. We didn't bring up Soulja Boy. We didn't talk about Lil B. Like we're all gonna have episodes and we get like more into detail on all these topics for sure. But yeah, let's wrap it up. So it's the OFFRIP podcast.
Alright, it's Demi at Demi Season.
It's Kamari Beast.
It's Danny and Dan is not available.
And I appreciate y'all.
Yeah, see y'all next time. OFFRIP.
Take care, y'all.
Straight to the point. Nigga.